This is Ruth Ann. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm just going to review the perfumes that I've been wearing a lot this week. I'm going to tell you a bit about what they smell like, how they perform, and why I've liked them. So right now it's fall. I'm really kind of into the ambers this fall. Not everything on this list is an amber, but there is definitely an amber dominant theme here. So I'm just going to get started. Probably the most frequently worn fragrance for me is L'Ambre de Merveilles. This is from Hermes. This is I've talked about this before on my channel. This is a real amber masterpiece. It is expertly blended with ambergris. Ambergris is a natural perfume element that comes from whales, but it doesn't harm any animals anyway. It lends to this fragrance. It's a beautiful amber, and I would say it's not sweet, it's not dry, it's very neutral. And then there's this lovely, heavenly kind of sparkling saltiness. And it's really interesting with this fragrance is the saltiness, of course, this isn't an aquatic, this is not beachy, but yet the amber and the saltiness go together so well. Every now and then when I'm wearing this, and what happens with this is it's kind of ethereal and it wafts up and you get whiffs of it during the day, and this will last 24 hours. And I just went out of town for the weekend to care for my sister after surgery, and this is the only fragrance I brought with me. And because she doesn't like florals, she can't stand me wearing floral perfumes around her, so this one worked really well. And even though this will last a good 24 hours, I still spray it several times a day just because I love to refresh it. I love the smell. And I would spray this on my clothing, on my scarf, and on my skin. And it definitely is still going strong in the morning. It's just a masterpiece. I already have a backup bottle. Highly recommend. This is a little more on the expensive side, but worth every penny. Next, I have... Okay, so this is one that I just put in a haul not long ago. This is Mackie by Bob Mackie. This is, I believe, was released in 1993. However, this just screams 80s. The bottle, the scent, the box it comes in is extremely 80s, but in a really good way. This does remind me a bit of shoulder pads and big hair, which, by the way, neither of those things I was into in the 80s. I was a bit of a rebel back then. But anyway, this is a beautiful yellow floral, and it's just a bright, happy, slightly powdery. This has a lot of amber. It's got depth. But it's strongly floral. This is primarily a floral fragrance, but it has a real strong peach note as well, but it's just done in the best possible way. This bottle was under $25, and this will last 6 to 8 hours. And you can see I've put a really good dent in it, and I've owned it probably less than a month. That's how much I'm enjoying it. It's perfect for fall. I think this would also be a really good spring perfume or winter. It may be a little too heady for the height of the heat of summer. In my opinion, I wouldn't go for this because it's a little too heavy. But it's nice and strong, it's very affordable, and it's absolutely stunningly beautiful. So, and I really, really find this to be a comforting daytime scent. I think this could also be pulled off easily as a date night fragrance, but primarily I wear this during the day. It really, really gorgeous. And next I have, this is one that I'm almost done with. This is called Kobako or Kobako. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but you can see the name of it there. Hopefully you can read that okay with the reflection of the light. This is a French perfume by Bourjois, is the name, from Paris. This is an old-time fragrance from the 1930s. It's just it's mildly spicy in the opening. Kind of think the types of spices that you see in some of the old Guerlain perfumes, but without the Guerlainade. So it's kind of like a very mild, toned down Taboo or a mild, toned down Opium from YSL. But primarily what you get with this is soapiness. A beautiful, clean, just absolutely gorgeous, warm, kind of an ambery type, soapy, clean, fresh scent. And it reminds me of the, if you could just imagine the most expensive French milled soap, that's the Dry Down. The opening does have the mild spiciness, but it's nothing dated. It's absolutely gorgeous. Very inexpensive. This bottle was under $20, but I had to have it shipped to me from Asia. So I don't know why it had to come from Asia when this is a French perfume. But anyway, that's what I had to do. And I probably will get a backup bottle of this if I can get it for a good price. Absolutely gorgeous, and this lasts a good 6 to 8 hours as well. Almost done with it, so it will be likely on my next or the one after empties video. And next I have, this is a dupe house out of the Middle East, a house called LaMuse, and this one is called Rich Lady. This is a flat-up dupe for Lady Million by, oh, what's the name of the company that makes Lady Million? I can't remember. Anyway, this is gorgeous. And I know that Lady Million gets a really bad rap on YouTube perfume channels. It's considered cheap. It's considered tacky, whatever. I don't care. This is absolutely beautiful. This is a warm, buttery, sweet amber. And it's hard for me to imagine a fragrance that's more comforting, more soothing. This is a great daytime scent. The performance on this is probably not as good as the original Lady Million, which I, believe it or not, do not own. I do have it on my to-buy list, but because this is available for under $20, I do have 2 backup bottles. That's how much I love this fragrance. It's very sweet. It's very ambery. It's basically that sweet amber. There is a slight bit of freshness in there as well, which gives it a little more character, and I absolutely love it. It does almost give me the impression of butterscotch every now and then, like those butterscotch candies, but that's just an impression I get every now and then. It's not a real strong presence with this fragrance, but it's beautiful, it's inexpensive, it's got a nice hefty bottle. Just, I really, really like this. If you like Lady Million and you want something a little less expensive, try this. If you like amber, not sure you want to buy Lady Million, highly recommend giving this one a try. Next up, this is the last one that I have today. So this is Raghba by Lattafa. Now, this is a fragrance that I had to learn to like. When I first purchased it, the oud in this was too much for me, and I just kind of set it aside. I believe I bought this last winter, so almost a year ago, and I just didn't really like it. And in fact, it's on one of my haul videos from a year ago. And I said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make friends with it, but I set it aside, picked it up again this fall, and I love it. So that's just a little piece of advice that I would give to anybody who is collecting or is an avid perfume wearer. When you first spray it, you may not like it because it's so foreign to your nose and to your brain, but a lot of these fragrances can really grow on you. And I didn't have to work very hard to love Raghba. I really didn't. This was one that I just wore a couple of times, and this is a sweet, sweet praline. Caramely, burnt sugar kind of praline, and then the oud is in the background, and it just adds so much depth and longevity. This is a good 12-hour, almost 24-hour perfume. You know, and I'm going to be totally honest with you, I like this fragrance so much that I cannot even honestly tell you how long it lasts because I just keep spraying it. You know, when I'm on a kick on Raghba, I'll go 2-3 days wearing it. And every 4 hours or so, I'm like, oh, I need more. That's how much I love it. And so I spray it again. So I can't even tell you how long it lasts because I just keep respraying it. And I'm not doing it because it's worn off. I'm doing it just because I absolutely love it. And am I the only one that does that? I know that I'm really into fragrance. I have been my whole life. But this is a beauty. And I've heard it called many times. This is a really good entry-level oud, entry-level Middle Eastern fragrance. I totally agree. Everyone is right. The hype on this one is well-deserved and well worth it. And I love it. I also have several body sprays. I bought deodorant for this. Absolutely love them all. All the products are gorgeous. Highly recommend. And it's a room filler. It's very strong. Go easy on the nozzle. If you're going to wear it up around your face, a couple of sprays is all you need. What I like to do is spray it on the sides of my legs, so that as I'm walking around, it gives it a bit more of a spread, a bit more of an ambiance to it. So great for daily wear, great for date nights. By the way, this picture here, these are my parents. This picture was taken in the early 50s, and this is their first wedding anniversary, and aren't they happy? I just love this photo. They're such a beautiful couple. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to be making a couple more videos here. I will see you on the next one. Bye now.